Just like a human being measures his or her blood pressure to determine the levels of health, or a marketeer measures her merchandise to determine the volume of sales, it is the same with the financial health of a country. Why is measuring financial health important?
Good public financial management means more money in the hands of government. Zambia spends something close to 25% of its GDP in government expenditure, and that's a lot of money. A good public financial management system ensures that this money is put to the right kind of use, better quality of expenditure and better service delivery. PEFA enables that.
PEFA stands for Public Expenditure and Financial Accountability Framework. It is a global tool to diagnose and identify the current state of public financial management in a country. Zambia has been one of the pioneers in using PEFA framework for planning and monitoring progress on public financial management. The country has undertaken PEFA assessments in 2005, 2008 and 2012. What did PEFA tell us in 2012? Was the government able to spend money as planned in the budget? Were the projects prepared based on appropriate projections of revenues? Did the Ministry of Finance have appropriate control over the expenditure so that government does not overspend? PEFA provided answers to these questions and many more.
The implementation of these reforms, we have continued to improve the planning budget process, improve the accuracy in the recording and accounting of fabric resources through the implementation of IFMIS. We have also been able to start the rollout of the Treasury single account, which has enabled the Treasury to have an effective control over bank balances as well as bring about efficiency in funding and processing of payments to suppliers of goods and services.
However, there were challenges in expenditures as government did not spend according to budget. The diversions from actual budget amounts were significant. Information about the revenues and expenses is not widely available to a citizen. During the launch of the PEFA Assessment 2016, the Minister of Finance, Felix Mutati, explains how going forward, the expenditure will be according to the budget.
As we launch PEFA today, the first level relates to systems and reforms. We are going to carry out necessary amendments to the Public Finance Act to make it much stronger, so that the Public Finance Act is no longer a pedestrian regulation, but something that basically bites.
PEFA assessments provided the basis for PFM reforms in Zambia. Several projects were embarked upon by government and supported by cooperating partners. Between 2005 and 2012, the Public Expenditure Management and Financial Accountability Program, popularly known as PEMFA, implemented a comprehensive public financial management reform at a cost of $75 million United States dollars. In 2014, the government launched the Public Financial Management Strategy with the assistance and support of a multi-dollar trust fund constituted by the United Kingdom, DFID, Germany, KfW, and Finland, and administered by the World Bank. In 2016, the government requested the World Bank to initiate the process for a fresh PEFA assessment for Zambia using the new framework. How will it guide the new PFM reform strategy of government?
PEFA provides the tool for us to be able to see whether we have made progress in the planning and budget process, in financial reporting and accounting, in internal controls, in external audit and scrutiny. Okay? It gives us that framework. And this tool, over time also, will identify areas of weaknesses and strengths. Where we find areas of weaknesses, those are the areas now, in terms of the reform agenda, we should focus on to make sure that they are strengthened and they address the leakages, wastage, as well as misappropriation of public funds, which may occur.
As part of the preparation for the new PEFA assessment, intensive training was held for the assessment team, which consisted of senior government officials. In July 2016, head of the PEFA Secretariat, Lewis Hawke, and the team visited Zambia for the training. Later in the year, the workshop was followed by the launch of the PEFA Assessment 2016. It was graced by the Minister of Finance Felix Mutati, and World Bank Country Manager Ruthenberg had this to say.
So while external conditions are not favorable for higher growth at the moment, the attention is on making optimum use of public financial management. It's under government control. And this reform plays a key role in this progress.
But why is measuring the economy important for Zambia?
And fiscal governance, reducing waste in the use of Zambia's very precious public resources, improve budget credibility, and so unlock growth.
PEFA is not only about achieving international good practices in public financial management, but most importantly, it can help improve the lives of the poor.
It is a perfect time for this PEFA assessment. It is a perfect time to identify the needs and the challenges for the next years to come, to arrive at a sound public financial management system that will help to put in place the policies, objective of sustainable poverty reduction.
All we can do now is wait for the outcome of the report, which is being peer-reviewed by independent experts, including the PEFA Secretariat, to determine how Zambia shall perform.